So this is awkward. Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to my Royal Generation. In this part, we've got two important things we need to do. The first is, it's Lily's, Sarah's, and Raya's birthday today, so we're going to age them all up a life stage. I did a little bit of a castle makeover. Why are we standing? Why are you scared? I don't know what's happening. I did a little bit of a castle makeover renovation to make an extra bedroom for the babies because I figured they can share a room for now. So one of the bathrooms on the third floor, I've cut in half. The servants' bathroom, I figured could be smaller. There's lots happening, apparently. I got out of tab mode and there's all the notifications. Can you stop for a sec, please? Awesome. She's got pincer grip. I had her actually playing with the dollhouse, which was the thing I didn't know infants could do. She's feeling jealous. I haven't had them woohoo since the twins were born. I mean, that actually makes sense. I don't want these two getting pregnant again until these two are toddlers. We're just gonna have to deny them a little bit of woohoo for a while because I don't want to risk it. And these two have become friends. She's come in and seen them talking. I did actually wonder if there was a possibility of jealousy here. Desiree is super cute and getting on really well with her husband. The fact that she's like an aunt, a distant aunt admittedly, but the fact that she's an aunt, Fiona probably wouldn't even know that. I'm not 100% sure Edward knows that. He knows she's a distant relation, but it's not like Desiree is revealing, oh, by the way, I'm immortal due to potion use. Well, I say that, she can still die, just not of old age. Currently, if you're curious, actually, I'll show you just before I deal with the babies. She's currently got 35 days till she ages up to an elder, but she does have the potion of rejuvenation, which works like the potion of youth. Until this backfires, which, I mean, it could. She's all good, but I really need to deal with the infants. Sorry, Fiona. I'm kicking you out of this conversation. Why are we all crying? What's going on? Oh, you're taking care of that one. Can you take care of this one, please? And you, little one, are hungry and gassy and don't like the fact that you're awake. I should be able to say get fed by and cue Gloria. And then maybe I could also cue a diaper change from Gloria. And then I can get back to what I was actually... No, buddy. I spend all this time trying to get them to sit together and talk. We're apparently sitting at the bar now. It's okay. Desiree's telling him she's had a letter from a colleague. She probably wouldn't say it was Tiana. And she has an address for Willow. And he's like, is Willow, like, is she a member of the Fae Court? Because they've been discussing the Fae. And Desiree is saying, well, not directly, but she's someone we can use as a liaison. In fact, I can't remember if he's actually met Willow. I'm just going to quickly check because Willow did come past the house. Yeah, he's met her, but it was a long time ago. So I think when Desiree says, you know, she's half Fae, she's quite distinctive looking, that might trigger a bit of a memory for him because, I mean, let's be real, a blue lady with teal coloured hair does stand out. And he's like, oh, I may have met her. And Desiree saying, yes, she's like me, she's a friend of the family. So they have an address. He wants to go see her. She would suggest that she could go on her own to be an emissary, but I think he would want to actually go. This is an important situation. Oh, love this. Awesome. We're not breaking immersion at all. You're doing all right. I mean, we're going to age you up too. As far as milestones go, she did all right. She was quite well attended to, all things considered. Oh, hello. You come to play with the baby. Maybe you could help her to crawl. Oh, you're going to change her diaper. The two important things we need to do in this episode, well, there's three, really. One is it's obviously tax collection day, but I'll do that at the end of the day. One is the kids' birthdays, and one is I want to take Edward and Desiree to visit Willow. Princess Ray is spreading gossip about Lily. I don't buy that. She would know anything about Lily, but she was probably writing to ask about the health of the princess. And she's getting a letter back saying, I had twins. Yay. Ray's still single, as in not our baby Ray, but sister of Fiona Ray is still single at the moment. But the King of Brindleton is in poor health. So both sisters would be concerned that he's going to pass soon. I'm actually going to age up all three kids at once and then I'm going to do one set of makeovers for all three of them. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, look at her. From the intense trait. Too much fun? No such thing. Princess Lily could keep playing forever. Happy birthday, little one. We're going to do a jump and spin. I love how Ray's like, yeah, I'm out. Now, she was intense. She hated wake up time. Oh, she was a happy spitter. So it's terrible in the sense that she's spitting on you, but she was happy about it. And she was gassy. So I think wild, based on all of those other things, would be appropriate as much as I love the independent trait and it has a little crown on it. I think wild fits. So we're going to go with that. What a sweetheart. We'll remove these 2 onesies because otherwise we will lose them. We've learned that the hard way. And then we're going to age them both up. I'm hoping we won't need 2 onesies again. I don't want another set of twins. I mean, it could happen, but I don't really want to deal with that. I love how she's angry stomping even though she's happy. So we'll age up little Ray first. She was the oldest. All right. Oh, red hair again. Will any of them end up with their mum's hair? Interesting. She's wiggly. And then we're going to age up Sarah. Let's have a quick look at you. Very cute. Looks like she's got the same eye colour as her sister. Oh, she's also got red hair. Rightio. And is calm. Oh, I love that for us. Cute. She got curls though. I might let her keep the curls, actually. Both her parents have straight hair, but there is obviously curly hair in the family. Okay, I will see you guys on the other side of a Cass makeover. All right, you guys, here is little Princess Lily, who it turns out has brown eyes. So none of the 3 girls have the same eye colour. Same hair colour all across the board, but different eye colours, which is interesting. I dress Lily exclusively in purple. She is the heir. It is the royal colour. The other kids, I've mixed it up a bit more. Thought for Lily, I mean, this is technically flagged as purple. It looks kind of more blue to me, but I was like, it's close enough. It's close enough. So I'll just quickly run through her outfits. I've given them all multiple sleepwears. No swimwear because we don't have a pool. 1 summer wear because I'm pretty sure it's winter in game. And then I think each of the kids has a couple of winter wears. So here's little Princess Ray. Fiona's favorite color is green. And I thought for Ray, she really leaned into the green. I'm not going to lie, it's because I like this hair and it has a little green hair ties. And I was like, we're going to go with green, but also that's a justification for it. Fiona really likes green. Is that a reference to Shrek? It wasn't until just now. I didn't realize. So I'll quickly run through her outfits as well. Again, I've given them multiple sleepwears because especially for the infants, you're pretty much only going to see them in their sleepwear outfits because it's not like they get out and about. So very cute. Oh, I only gave her 1 winter wear. That's fine. And ironically, Sarah has the greenest eyes, despite the fact I had already put her sister in green. And I was like, well, that's fine. Sarah gets a bit more colour palette choice just because she didn't have green hair ties and she's not the crown princess. So she's in a few different colours, a lot of the same outfits, but different swatches of them, just because I don't have any real proper medieval CC for infants. It's something I'd like to get in theory. If you know of any creators, drop a name in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Here's little Lily in game in her bedroom. I've given it a bit of a makeover just to make it a toddler princess room. For some reason you can't see it. I put the hanging canopy from high school years above the bed, but because it's a light, it disappears in live mode. Why did they do that? I thought a princess needs a hanging canopy, and the only other one I have in the game doesn't work with this bed. I like the little foren potties. They're perfect for medieval. I wish they'd been here all along. I put Ray here, and the whole reason I put Sarah on the playmat is because I had Desiree upgrading the other bed. So just for context, it is on the 3rd floor because I do want, once they're not infants anymore, or once they're not babies anymore, I don't want them, or newborns, I don't want them on the 2nd floor until they're old enough that they can go into one of the big rooms. But while they're still little, I kind of wanted them on the 3rd floor. I've cut this bathroom in half, so there's just a little ignore the trash chute. I put them in the whole place because having the Sims walk down 3 flights of stairs with a bag of rubbish, I'm imagining there's staff whose job it is and they're represented by trash chutes. This is the it's a sort of servants / backup bathroom for this floor. I've got the twins in here for now. Obviously things will move around just as the kids get older. This is where the king and queen are. I've got Desiree in this little room and Gloria currently is sleeping in here, but there are no newborns right now. So Gloria doesn't really need to be in there. I could actually, in fact, maybe I'll do that for now. I'm going to assign Gloria to sleep in this bed. So she's right next to the infants. I think that makes sense because I was actually getting Fiona to sleep in this bed when the newborns were babies. She was overnighting in here just so that I had a sim I could control that had ready access to the newborns rather than having to trek from the other end of the castle. We've put them both on the playmat to sleep. It's fine. They do have perfectly good beds, but here we are. Also, I like that Desiree decided she was going to just hang out with the infants. I find it a bit weird that these two decided that they were going to do this in front of her. I don't think at 4 p.m. Edward is going to set off with Desiree. That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to do the taxes. And then I'm going to have the two of them set off in the morning. It's a little easy to lose track is what I'm saying, but I'm going to go through this twice. We discount members of the household, so I am going to discount Desiree. That's the price I'm going to pay for having her in the household. It's $2,000 a week that I'm losing for that. Oh, Lily's a picky eater. I mean, fair, she's the crown princess. It's only natural. And I'm discounting ghosts because Bridget, for some reason, is in here. And if there's a horse, there's no horses. He's not friends with his horse anymore. All right, so we have 8 times 4 is 32, plus another 3. And then we subtract, so 1, 2, 3, plus are the other 2 infants listed? They're not. That's embarrassing. You need to make better friends with your babies. So -3 minus the ghost. So that takes us to 31. Okay, so we're adding 62,000 simoleons, assuming I have mathed correctly. I did double check the number of columns because it wouldn't surprise me if I had not. You guys getting romantic? Stop it. I mean, it's very cute that they're getting romantic, but I don't want them woohooing. Please stop. Oh, did she sing to him? Please go feed the baby. I would actually like her to go and discuss her relationship fears with Edward. She's probably actually feeling concerned about his proposed trip. Oh, Lily's a light sleeper. Ah, frequently hiccups. Cutie. Love this for me. I wanted you to discuss your relationship fears, but you're too busy dealing with the consequences of your relationship. All right, let's track down your husband. Let's come in here and we're going to wake him up. I don't want them to get pregnant. I could see this ending in a woohoo, but I really actively don't want them to get pregnant. That's fine. She's going to wake him up to discuss her fears. Yes, he has a long trip in the morning, but she's afraid. Talk about your fears. Gloria, get out of the bedroom. We're having a private king-queen moment here. There's no way they're not going to woohoo. He's feeling very flirty. It's a suggestive conversation. And she's feeling very needy. So it's obviously gonna happen. Yes, the baby's crying, but Gloria's with her. It's fine. Give him a massage. I will have them woohoo. And then we're just gonna... I know I said I didn't want them to, but I feel like it's gonna happen because of circumstances. It wouldn't be realistic for me as a player to stop this from happening. So I'm gonna click on the bed because I don't want them running off and woohooing in another bed. We're just gonna woohoo. No getting pregnant. All right, how are you going in here? Doing some quality tummy time. And you don't need anything else, really. Please don't get pregnant, Fiona. Please, I am begging you to not get pregnant. You can go to bed, Gloria. It's fine. I even assigned you a new bed. So this is awkward. I think she's dying. She was looking after the baby. I told her a little while ago to go get food via the live-in service. There's actually a live-in service interaction you can do with your Sims, but obviously she didn't. I've been trying to have these guys leave the house for 3 hours now, and maybe I should have just had them leave because Gloria would have eaten. But this is horrifying. Can I get you to get up here really fast? This does make for quite the thumbnail. Okay. Can we do something about this? Oh, you fear death? That's deeply unfortunate. Any of my Sims that I can control, I need you to get upstairs. If Desiree can't do it, I thought for sure Desiree would be able to. I need you to sprint up here as fast as you can and plead. In fact, I'm just going to cue plead because I'm hoping that Grim will wait now the interaction is queued. I don't want the nanny to die. I like my nanny. Also, Desiree, can I get you to rescue the baby? No, stop. I need you to rescue the baby. I need you to rescue the baby. I had just told Gloria to put the baby down and then I was going to let her go and do stuff, but she wasn't taking care of her needs. That does concern me a little because I'm a little bit worried that what are my other live-in servants' statuses like right now? Okay, are we pleading? Are we pleading? I'm the king. Do what I said. I'm the king! Oh no, we killed the nanny. Oh, Fiona, we killed your nanny. I mean, I didn't mean to kill the nanny. Oh, baby, Lily's coming as well. Oh, she adored Gloria. Look how close she was to her. Oh, I feel really bad. I'm sorry I killed the nanny. Also, there's a fox here. Maroon Lepounce. I'm not sure Desiree would have had any better luck, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, Lily. Also, I need a nanny. We need a nanny, so I'm gonna have to hire another one. So everyone's afraid of death now. Well, that's going to complicate things because how can I have Desiree in particular, because Edward would be busy running the kingdom. Looking after the kids was primarily falling to Gloria and Desiree and Fiona, obviously. But Desiree and Edward were about to leave. It doesn't make sense at the moment for Desiree to leave. He's not silly enough to go on his own, given that the king was just assassinated like the previous king. There is no chance. Like, it's just completely unsafe. I'm so sorry, Fiona. Because the thing is that Fiona took a huge step in coming here. Yeah. Everybody's crying. I mean, I thought infants would be the death of me. I didn't think quite so literally. It's just frustrating. It's a mod, right? So it is what it is. If this were the game, I'd be annoyed, but it's a mod. I told her to eat and she didn't. I wonder if I need to, with the live-in service mod, use the cheats to have them make the sim happy periodically, just so they don't starve themselves to death. She was quite busy because of the infants and the toddler. So the nanny AI maybe was overriding the keep the sim alive, make sure they eat AI. What I'm going to do, just so we can keep this part moving, I'm obviously going to have to recruit a nanny in between parts, but at a stayover. We're going to have a stayover. We're going to get Aimee to come and Justine. And they're going to stay for 3 nights. And then they can help. Talk like a pirate, they can go away, get in the bin. They can help with the baby, as long as I don't kill them too. I'm happy with that as a solution. So, once they arrive, hey Aimee, I love you. Thank you for helping. I'm going to put Princess Aimee as the sister to the former king in here. I guess we could assign, I mean, these bedrooms are both empty right now. So we'll assign this one to Justine. And then I don't feel so guilty at these two leaving. Remember how yesterday I said 4 p.m. was a bit late to leave on a journey? It's 2 p.m. That's okay. King Edward and Desiree have come to the edge of the great forest where the woodcutter's cottage is. You may remember this lot from when Crispin lived here. It was a long time ago. Willow is obviously his daughter, but because she's part Fae, she hasn't aged in the same way. Another sim that hasn't aged in the same way is Liliana, who she is an adult. I don't know if she's been kept alive via Desiree's magic, but Liliana, quiet cow. Liliana is the one that was the wishing well baby. So Willow and Liliana knew each other as toddlers. They actually, all 4 of them lived here for a while. So these guys have travelled here. I was originally going to have them all come on horses, but honestly, I got so completely thrown after everything that happened that I just brought them here. So we'll bring them in. The problem we got is there's not a lot of space for Sims to sit and talk here. This is a tiny little cottage. There are technically 4 chairs in this room. Offer gratitude to Willow that she's willing to see them. And we'll tell an unbelievable story. I would like you to sit and have a talk to Willow. Where did Willow go? She's immediately walked out. Is it because it's snowing? Oh, that's cute. So Desiree and Willow get on quite well. So I'm going to get her to talk up the king. She's basically recommending Edward. And then Desiree, I might get you. Stop pranking Desiree. You've got more important things to do. We are here considering the future of our realm. So I assume he's saying bad things about Vlad. Edward is saying that he's here because he wants to propose an alliance between the Fae and the Kingdom of Windenburg, and that he's heard that Willow might be able to reach out to the Fae and maybe organise a meeting between him and whatever rulers they have. She's saying that there is actually a queen of the Fae, Queen Arya. 99% sure that's her name. It's been a while since we've seen Arya, but Queen Arya. She doesn't take visitors from the mortal realm very often. It's unlikely that Willow could organise something immediate, but that she can reach out to Arya and see whether, they just became good friends. See whether Arya would at least be willing to consider at least meeting. Kingdom of Windenburg hasn't been particularly kind to the Fae, mainly because of the Order of the Watcher. So yeah, talking about the vampires and how they can all agree the vampires are bad, which the Fae do agree with. These two are getting on at least. He's made a good impression with Willow. Now what I'm going to do, just to wrap up this part, play this household. Of course, it's moved everyone around because that's what happens when you load into a new household. Oh, Edward's still in the same spot. Also, Willow has a deer. Isn't she beautiful? Her name is Bambi. I got her from the gallery. I decided Willow needed an animal companion. I'm going to have her send everybody on their way. Oh, look, the fox is checking him out. The foxes, I've said before, are minions of the Fae. Like, they are used as messengers of the Fae. They are spies as well, which is why I've got foxes on the castle lot. After these guys have all gone, I am going to have Willow head into the Fae forest. So Willow has arrived in the Fae forest. Oh, Bartholomew, buddy. I'm going to have her knock on the door just so that the house renders in properly. All 3 members of Bartholomew's family are actually out here. Come out here. So she's going to come and she's going to compliment Bartholomew. He's looking gorgeous. I love Bartholomew. He's an adult, Emily's an adult, and their son is a young adult because he's actually the same age as Edward. Let me just remind you guys. So this is Gabriel's brother who got his heart whisked away by Gregory's sister, one of the 3 triplets. I could look in the family tree, actually. Why don't I do that? Okay, so we had Gregory, Coral, and Emily were the 3 triplets. Coral died when she was a teen. It says by fire, but my story has always been she was thrown from a horse. It's just that wasn't and still isn't an option for a death. Gregory was killed by a vampire, but it says anger. He was very angry about being killed by a vampire. Emily is still alive. She's actually the oldest living member of the royal family. She was a young adult, but she was an older young adult. Bartholomew was a younger young adult, so she's probably got 5 to 10 years on him. She was in a nunnery for getting romantic out of wedlock with another noble young man. Because it was very scandalous, she was sent off to a nunnery. She then met Bartholomew and they fell in love, ran off, and she was actually declared dead. Bartholomew has been declared wanted. He's wanted for crimes against the state or whatever. Some terrible offence. It hasn't been acknowledged. The real reason is because he married Emily, because that would be admitting what Emily had done, and that would be very scandalous. So he's persona non grata. If he came back to the main kingdom, he'd be arrested. It'd be very shocking for people if she was alive. And their son is not known to exist, except by the immediate ward estate family. Gabriel knows, his wife knows, the king knew, Gregory knew, which means Edward presumably knows as well. Whether he's then shared this little family secret with his wife, highly unlikely. So I'm going to have these guys go inside because we are here to speak to the Fairy Queen. This place has had a bit of a makeover since the last time you will have seen it, primarily because the family is quite a bit bigger. But I've added it downstairs and expanded it a bit because obviously we needed somewhere for my Sims to sleep. Beau is actually Willow's mother. She's a very typical mischievous fae. This is Aria. She's immortal. She'll be a young adult forever. Same as Beau. She's got long life. She's not actually immortal. She's long-lived though. Aria's a much more sensible fae. Like, she doesn't have Beau's flightiness. She would never dally with a human and then have a baby like Willow. But Willow is saying that she's actually here on behalf of the King of Windenburg. And Aria's like, oh, you work for him? And she's like, no, but a friend asked me to bring a message. And Aria's saying, what friend? Willow says, Desiree of the spellcasters. Now, Desiree is a very powerful spellcaster. There isn't a spellcaster ruler in the same way. The sages do exist, but they're not rulers. They're more like a council. Desiree, she's explaining how Desiree's related tangentially to the royal family. Which Aria's saying, doesn't that mean that you also are related to the royal family? And Willow's saying, yes, distantly like Desiree is. They are related to me, but I don't know them. I'm not attached to them. Desiree cares about their fate, and she actually brought me a visitor, which is the King of Windenburg, and he's asked if he can meet you to propose an alliance between the Fae people and the Sims, the human Sims of Windenburg. And Aria is saying, well, how do I know I can trust this family? They declared one of their own dead because she didn't comply with their rules, their very restrictive rules around matters of the heart. And Willow's saying, well, the people of Windenburg have very different morals on those kind of things. Sorry, I just realised my camera was in the wall. They have very different morals, and they believe that that is wrong to dally with someone that you're not married to. I'm not saying I agree with it, but also Edward, he knows that Emily and Bartholomew have taken refuge with the Fae Court, but he's not proposing that you hand them over or anything. He's not, as part of the alliance, it's not like he's demanding them be handed over for execution, which Arya's like, well, that's something at least. But I don't think I'd be willing to even meet with this King Edward. No, Arya, you're not moving in. Don't be sad. So Arya is basically saying that for her to consider meeting with Edward, she would want him to forgive Bartholomew and Emily and make it so that if they wanted to go back to their human people, that they could. Willow's thinking that's not particularly likely, but she's saying, well, thank you, my queen, I'll pass that message on. Obviously, what Arya's asking for is very tricky because Emily was declared dead partly to protect her own reputation. She did actually swear an oath and she broke it. So that's a question for Emily to think about. But that is the terms. Arya, to consider an alliance with the humans, would want Bartholomew to be, or maybe not Bartholomew, but his son to be her ambassador. If he's awake, let me just quickly show you what he looks like. He inherited his mum's red hair. He does look a lot like his cousin, because obviously he's first cousins to Edward. I actually kind of like the idea of him being the ambassador to the kingdom. I'm gonna leave this part here. Let me know what y'all think. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.